CRISPR stock. You're probably wondering how you can make money with it. Well, I'm going to tell you, well, first of all, let's look at the stock. It's been on a big rise recently for a good reason. Recently, it did have a big bump. You may have heard the big news. Some Dr. George Simon guy bought 51 million shares. I don't care. I don't know why people care so much and why people buy because of this guy. Obviously, it's good. It shows conviction. Just, you should have developed your own conviction of your own. Like, don't you have some spidey senses? This company is here to change the freaking world. I already made a video on that. Check it out. It's actually, I don't want to repeat things. I'm not going to repeat things. So I want to make this video on something, other things, and telling you really more of what is CRISPR a little bit. You're probably wondering why they're going to change the world. Maybe if you don't know too much about them. Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, this is still extremely early. If you're wondering, this 18% rise today, we're only sitting on a 5 billion market cap into what could be a possible multi-trillion, not 100 billion, multi-trillion dollar opportunity. So let's break it down. Your entire life, you've known medicine as taking some pill, some injection, something to cure your illness for a temporary time. There has almost never been such thing that has existed to solve forever. The only thing I can think about is like vaccines, and well, they're not perfect, but they're actually great solutions, but they're still preventative in nature, not something that you can actually fix right now. Meaning like you take a vaccine before you have an illness, not like after you have an illness. And so what is CRISPR? The CRISPR you probably know about. It's gene editing. It's literally editing your genes. Now, why is this important? Because your body can solve anything. You can solve cancer yourself. Your body, I don't know if you know about that, but you could. Quite literally fast, run, just stop freaking eating. There's things you can do to actually solve cancer, but people are not going to talk about that, and that's a whole nother story. But the biggest thing is, well, if you have the right genes or your body's working the right way, well, it's going to do the right thing. And, well, not eating solves a lot of problems, actually, but I'm not going to get into that. So the point here is, all your life you've been taking pills, taking some temporary solution, and CRISPR is here to solve it permanently, right? You have cancer, you take chemotherapy, I kind of went over this in my last video. Chemo, obviously is something you have to take again and again, and it's not a permanent solution. Whereas, imagine you can just take something and it fixes your cancer forever. Well, CRISPR is obviously going to completely solve cancer. That's going to be way beyond this. That's like level 1. If we're talking about like all the way to level 10 shit, check out my video on Siren Biotechnology. Basically, to really quickly sum up, we're talking about human advancements, not even curing illnesses, okay? So once they get all the illnesses stuff out the way, and this is why I'm talking about multi-trillion dollar opportunity. I mean, like, this is literally like Teslas of your body. Like, you want to solve things in your body, this is like the best freaking solutions, gene editing. You will have a gene therapy in your lifetime, even if you're old. You will have a gene therapy at some point in your lifetime. This is extremely new. There's only 5 gene therapies in the entire world right now. And the first one came out in 2020, only 5 years ago, and there's only 5 around. That's literally an average of 1 every year, and they're all for like babies. And you have nothing that you can take right now, but in the future there will be. And there will be so many different things. As you develop almost any problem, there will be a solution due to CRISPR. Wow, look, they are not even talking about the $51 million investment. Who gives a fuck? Because it's not about that. It's the guy who invested $51 million. I guess he just found out about the story, just like you're probably hearing now. Like, he's figuring out, he just got conviction that what I'm saying is right. Because CRISPR Therapeutics named the Times most influential company list of 2025. Is it the number 1 most influential company? That should mean something. Influential, not like some other term, like literally influential, because it's going to change the world. I don't want to make this video long. I just wanted to quickly discuss that people are talking about a short squeeze here. Maybe, honestly, the squeeze is what? The shorts is only like 25%. This is not such of a squeeze. But if the stock goes up, I'm not selling. $100, I'm not selling. $1,000 if it squeezes while I'm selling. But anywhere around $100, $200 is completely fair market price right now, and we're sitting way below that. I'm buying every day, just to show you my conviction. Look, every day, nonstop. Small amount, I'll agree. This is honestly, I have other daily buys that are higher than this, but Crispr, I mean, it's not the only company I like, right? But I will be talking about this more if you want to know more about it on my channel. But just to show you here, every single day, as you can see, some days skip because that's a weekend. But every single day, $7, $7, $7. If there's a major dip, I'm doubling down. This was a little, what is this? A silly little call. But every day, nonstop, until we reach who knows what, because this company is going so far. It's the only company that has this. Okay, let's talk a little more. So there is only 3 companies that hold CRISPR patents. CRISPR, of course, is one of them. The other one is my favorite ticker, NTLA, NTLA, NTLA Therapeutics. It reminds me of Nutella. And well, this stock has been a little bit on the rise because CRISPR has been on the rise, but it looks like the market isn't responding, as well as Editas, which is also founded by the same founder of CRISPR, Jennifer Doudna. By the way, check her out. She is literally like the next Elon Musk, but not really, because she does not have the charisma and autism. But I love Elon, by the way. No shade to him on that. And basically what I wanted to show you here is it looks like CRISPR is the winner, and all other medicines are choosing CRISPR because, well, their stock is obviously showing so, and everyone knows CRISPR, and they have the CRISPR-Cas9, the main patent, okay? I don't want to bore you here. I know you're probably going to tune away, but there is different things with CRISPR. There's something called Cas9, Cas8, 12A, 13, blah, 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 10 plus, whatever. And so CRISPR has the main CRISPR IP, which everyone else is going to have to license from them. Now, NTLA and Editas actually might be a really, really good play, especially Editas. It's super low right now. It's worth nothing. What's their market cap? 230 million. But CRISPR is really the main play. I don't have any Editas. I have no Nutella, but like little to none. And probably losing you here. What I'm trying to say is CRISPR is the solution to gene therapy. Everyone's going to be using CRISPR, and they are kind of like the delivery system, you can say, and everyone's going to be using them to send packages. So you want to cure cancer, you want to cure Alzheimer's, you want to create a human enhancement, right? Like be able to eat nonstop and never gain weight. That's just, maybe you can take some gene therapy to do that, right? Some company might do that, but they're going to have to use CRISPR and license and pay them royalties. It all comes down to the royalties, really. So CRISPR is going to be a non-stop money-making machine. Now, I hope it doesn't squeeze and go up too fast. I want it to go up healthy because, if it gets too ahead of itself, that's not great. Obviously, that's kind of what happened in 2021. It was pretty early. But right now, 2021, it was all about gene therapy. It was very new. The first 2 just came out. The first one, maybe even at this time, January of 2021. I don't remember when the second one came out. And those gene therapies are like $2 million a piece, by the way. These are not cheap gene therapies. This is just the very beginning. They're going to get cheaper. They're going to get better. They're going to get more broad for all types of things. Right now they're super niche for like literally saving babies' lives with some super rare diseases, which is why they're expensive. It's because it's for a completely niche, tiny audience. But when they're going to become for the masses, when you're going to want it, well, what do you think this stock is going to be worth? Not this tiny, that's for sure. And $100, we're going to be only a $10 billion market cap. I mean, can you compare this to even anything like Palantir, Tesla? Like, this is literally like a world-changing company. I mean, I would rather spend $50,000 on a therapy than a Tesla. Point blank. I think almost anyone could agree. I guess it depends what the gene therapy is, right? But what if it's like literally living another 20 years? Or my favorite one that is literally possible, I can't wait for this, is there is a gene that some humans have, a very small 1% of the population has, that you can sleep less, 4 hours a day, rather than your typical 8 hours. If you can sleep 4 hours, you have 4 more hours a day. Well, first of all, not only you live a longer life, which already is like adding years to your life, like 20 years or so, let's say, whatever, 10 years, who knows? I don't know. Doesn't matter the number. The concept is not only you're living longer, you can do more, you can be more productive, make more money with that time. So, I mean, would you pay $50,000 for that? $100,000? What is the limit, right? I mean, take a freaking loan out, right? Point is, the valuation, I can't make sense out of it, numbers, revenue wise. I'm going to make a separate video maybe on that. But just like how Palantir trades at an absurd forward PE ratio, does this even have a PE? A negative PE. So clearly their revenues are not, they're not profitable is what it means. But that's fine. This is a growth stock like no other. I mean, growth stocks have incredibly high forward, price to, not price to earnings here, but, forward pricing. And this is not like your average growth stock. This is like multi-generational growth stock company right here. I mean, this is literally like investing in Apple back then, right? I mean, I don't know how to compare this. It's not even Apple. It's like better. Not to say that we're going to beat Apple and be bigger. $3 trillion market cap is crazy, but it isn't off the table is what I'm trying to say. And if there's any stretch of the imagination that any of these things, what I said today, could be possible, these human enhancements, then I think this is literally going to be bigger than Apple. So, it's I don't think it's a crazy take. Maybe a hot take, but not delusional. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Obviously, delusional to think that it will be that anytime soon. What I'm trying to say is I'm in it for the long term. As you can see, my average here is only $39. If we come back to 39, if we go below that, I'm only doubling down. I'm not scared. This can squeeze up and come back down. It looks like maybe we might have a squeeze. I mean, but I'm in it for the long term, right? That's why I pull up this long-term chart for you to show you that we are literally not even anywhere near our all-time highs. And if you think this is crazy, I mean, we can go way beyond it is all I'm trying to say. Anyways, this is getting longer than I thought, and I just wanted to make a quick conviction reminder for you that this $51 million news is, take it as conviction, not as a possible, trying to, play off the shorts and squeeze them up. No, the guy who invested in it, he's a doctor. He realized that this is the future. And thankfully for me, I realized that sooner than him. But I don't have 51 million. I got $7 a day to put in this one. Aduro, though, $24 a day. And I got to make a video on this one soon. This one's going to go to the moon as well. But I don't know how long I'll be holding this one, like CRISPR. CRISPR is definitely going to be more of a lifetime stock for me. Anyways, thank you for watching. Until next time, stay thinking, question everything, and peace the fuck.